Welcome back to the channel, and today I wanted to show you what you could expect from Delta Airlines economy class on their A330-300. Please follow me on Instagram at BrandonJohnson10K for behind the scenes looks at content that I will be reviewing in the future. So here's a look at economy class on Delta Flight 105 from Atlanta to Sao Paulo, Brazil. And as you'll see here, you have a 242 configuration, which is generous on a wide body. So it's 8 seats across instead of 9 or 10. So that does give you at least the feel of a little more space in between passengers, even knowing you still are in economy class. On this flight, I had seat 43J, which is right after the middle bathrooms here. So it's an exit row seat. A little more detail on the seat there. So you did have a pillow and blanket pre-packaged out there for you. And again, you've got unlimited leg room. And you're not really obstructed by the door. I know some 777s have that obstruction where your feet are kind of diagonal, but this one's not the case. You've got a remote there. Really, it just controls the lights, and it's the flight attendant call button. The armrest on both sides. This seat does recline, even though it's in the exit row, but it does recline. Here's the tray table, which comes out from your left side. So that folds over, and that gives you the full tray table. But yeah, pretty good seat. This flight was 9 hours and 5 minutes. I was able to get a little bit of sleep. You do have individual air nozzles, thankfully, and you do have a window. It's a little bit behind you, so you have to kind of look back a little bit to look out of the window. And here's a look at the in-flight entertainment. So since this is an exit row seat, there's no in-flight entertainment monitor in front of you. Essentially, you have to pull it out next to you. They did hand out the Delta Studio headphones, which those are just okay. And they also handed out the travel kit. So I think that's a nice little touch there. You get earplugs and an eye mask too. So the eye mask did come in handy to try to catch a little Z's on this flight. So I'm going to leave you with the takeoff, and I'll be back shortly to talk about the rest of the flight.
I think with extra money, and she gets it done on the same day. She's in the shopping mall, by the grocery store, by the pharmacy.
Okay, welcome back. Let's look at the bathroom in the A330. And as you would have guessed, nothing really special about it. Now, this is the middle bathroom, so this one's very close to 43J. So you have a decent amount of space here in this one in case you wanted to get changed into something more comfortable, but not bad space-wise. No windows. Now, the meal service started with them handing out this dining mat. So it's set up your own dining mat or tablecloth, if we will, and you've got your eating utensils, your cutlery, bamboo cutlery here, nestled in here with a napkin and a toothpick. So this is an interesting concept that Delta has here with that. So there's your cutlery, and here's the meal service. So you had a choice between chicken or pasta. I had the chicken, so this is a Creole mustard chicken, some kind of couscous salad. You also had the lemon blondie dessert. The food was actually really good, quite an improvement from my last long haul experience on Delta's A350 from Atlanta to Santiago. I'll leave a link for that so you can compare the experience. As far as breakfast, you got some fruit, a few pieces of fruit, and some kind of egg McMuffin thing. I mean, yeah, I didn't really eat that. I just ate the egg and cheese part, didn't eat the muffin part. Yeah, it's okay. So that's your option for breakfast. Unfortunately, the Wi-Fi was not operable this flight, and you did actually get a goodbye chocolate. So that's a touch I hadn't seen in the past on Delta. So in-flight entertainment, I'll let you go through that, and I'll give you my final thoughts coming up. Okay, welcome back. So I wanted to share my final thoughts on this flight. A big improvement on the food, which is nice because my last long haul flight on Delta was also out of Atlanta and the food wasn't so good. So that's good to see that improvement. The Wi-Fi was not working this flight. Some things to remember with seat 43J. If you do select that seat, now it does recline, but it does not have charging outlets. So there's no universal outlet there, but you do have unlimited leg room in that seat. A travel kit was handed out with an eye mask and earplugs, so I think that's a nice gesture, especially for economy. As far as the service went, crew was very good, and I generally don't have a problem with that on Delta. Consistently, I've had good crews on Delta flights, so that's, I'm not going to say a given, but I feel like more than likely you'll have a good to above average experience with the crew. You know, I'm not gonna put this along the lines of where they're going all out like Singapore Airlines and such, but again, you're primed more than likely to have a good or above average crew with Delta. So that was my experience flying in Delta's economy class on their A330-300 on flight DL-105 from Atlanta to Sao Paulo. Please subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and share this with a friend. As always, I do appreciate you watching. I will catch you next time. Thank you.